Good day, everyone. I am John Michael V. Antopina. I am from BSNet 3J2. And today, I am going to discuss about the continuation for the lesson 4, the ways of approaching curriculum. Karen Amakan tackled about the first topic for the lesson 4, which is the curriculum as a content or body of knowledge. And today, I'm going to discuss about the second and third topic for the lesson 4, which is the curriculum approach as a process and a curriculum as a product. So here we go. We have seen that the curriculum can be approached as a content. So in the other hand, it can also be approached as a process. So here, curriculum is not seen as a physical thing or a noun, but as a verb or an action. So it is an interaction among the student, teacher, and the content. So that is curriculum approach as a process. So as a process, curriculum happens in the classroom, and the question to by the teachers and the learning activities engaged in by the students. So it is an active process which emphasizes on the content in which the processes occurs. So curriculum as a process is seen as a theme about the practice of teaching. So it is not a package of materials or a syllabus of content to be covered. So the classroom is only part of the learning environment where the teachers places action using the content to achieve an outcome. So the process of teaching and learning becomes the central concern of teachers to emphasize critical thinking, meaning making and hands-on. So hands-on and doing and many others. So that is the central, or that is the main point where the process of teaching and learning becomes a central concern of teachers. And next, as a process, curriculum links from the content. So while content provides materials and what to teach, the process provides curriculum and how to teach the content. So when accomplished, the process will result to various curriculum experience for the learners. So I have this called PCK, or also known as pedagogical content knowledge. So what is pedagogical content knowledge? So it is the intersection of the content and process. So it will address a question. If you have this content, how will you teach it? So it is pedagogical content knowledge. When curriculum is approached as a process, so guiding principles are presented. So we have 7 guiding principles in curriculum approach as a process. So the first one, we have the curriculum process in the form of teaching methods or strategies or means to achieve the end. So next one, we have there is no single best process or method. So its effectiveness will depend on the desired learning outcomes, the learners, support materials, and the teacher. The third one, we have the curriculum process should stimulate the learner's desired cognitive, affective, psychomotor domains in each individual. So let's proceed to the 4 guiding principle. In the choice of methods, learning and teaching styles should be considered. So every method, number 5, we have every method of process should result of learning outcomes, which can be described as cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Number 6, we have flexibility in the use of the process or methods should be considered. And effective process will always result to learning outcomes. So both teaching and learning are the 2 important processes in the implementation of the curriculum. So that is the last guiding principles in approaching in the curriculum approach as a process. In ways of approaching curriculum, there's a process. So if you as a teacher, you need to be effective, You need to be relevant to your topic. You need to be flexible enough to give methods, learnings, and teaching styles, those lessons every day to your students. So, if you will be an effective teacher, I am pretty sure that the result of learning outcomes is successful. Because, as what I've said, in approaching curriculum, there's always a process, there's always a step by step. So, if you know those processes in teaching students, it will be, um, it will have a good quality education, and the result of learning outcomes is successful. All right, at this point, let's proceed to our third topic for the lesson 4, the curriculum as a product. So here we go. Besides viewing curriculum as content that is to be transmitted or a process that gives action using the content, so it has also viewed as a product. So in other words, product is what the students desire to achieve as a learning outcome. So the product from the curriculum is a student equipped with the knowledge, skills, and values to function effectively and efficiently. So the real purpose, man God, of education is the real purpose of education is to bring about significant changes in students' pattern behavior. So a while ago, there's process, and now there are already a product or a learning outcome. So it is important that any statement of objectives or intended outcomes of the school should be a statement of changes to take place in the students. So central to the approach is a formulation of behavioral objectives stated as intended learning outcomes or desired products, so that content and teaching methods may be organized and the results evaluated. So products of learning are operationalized as knowledge, skills, and values. So after the process happens, so naadyo na mahitabo ang learning outcomes or the product, the result evaluated. So diha na i-evaluate sa teacher unsa mo'y those knowledge, those skills sa usa ka estudyante, and the bundle of values they instilled in their mind and heart. Ngan didto nakatunan sa ilang teacher. So curriculum product is expressed in form of outcomes, which are referred to as achieve learning outcomes. So there may be several desired outcomes, but if the process is not successful, then no learning outcomes will be achieved. So these learned or achieved learning outcomes are demonstrated by the person who has meaningful experience in the curriculum. So all of this are result of planning, content, and processes in the curriculum. So if ang process kay dili successful, dili siya mag-aim na ang learning outcomes niya kay ma-achieve nato or ma-successful ta. So yeah, as what I've said, you need to be, if you as a teacher, you need to be an effective teacher. You need to be flexible enough. And you need to be relevant to your topic. So, kay aron ma-successful or ma-achieve ang learning outcomes, you need to start sa ato content. Ano ato ang first topic for the lesson 4. You need to start with a content or a body of knowledge. After that, the process, and of course, di ninyo makita ang product. So it starts with the content, Jude, the body of knowledge, process in teaching, and approaching curriculum, and of course, the learning outcomes. So that is all about my topic for today, which is for the lesson 4, the ways of approaching curriculum for the second topic and the third topic for this lesson 4. So to wrap it all, first first topic in the lesson 4, ways of approaching curriculum, is to approach it as a content or a body of knowledge to be transmitted. So that is the first topic. Next one is to approach it as a process or what actually happens in the classroom when the curriculum is practiced. And the third one is to approach as a product or the learning outcomes desired of learners. So that is all about my topic for today. I hope that you've learned a lot. Thank you so much everyone for listening. I hope that you've learned and I gave you a bundle of values and learnings in my topic. This has been John Michael Antipina nga nagaingon. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan ug mag-amping-amping ta kanunay. God bless you all and I love you. Thank you.